Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Luxe Party Favors by Nikki. Today I have a very simple tutorial for you. We're gonna create this super cute Cupid box just in time for Valentine's Day. My design, you'll see it says love box, but I was debating, which direction I wanted to go, Cupid box or love box. I have both. So I do have the design on my page, so I'll make sure that I put the link in below. So all you have to do is print, stick, and fill it with goodies and give it to someone special. You can give it to your children, your mom, your bestie, your significant other, just surprise them with something cute. Let's give you a quick 360. How adorable is this? And this is gonna be part one of two. Part one, I'm just gonna show you how I stuck everything on, the measurements, and then part two, I'll show you what I'm gonna put inside. Okay, I brought you guys in just a bit closer so you can get a close-up of what I'm doing over here. So first things first, you need to gather your material. So I have this paper cutter, but of course you can use scissors as well. I sometimes use both. Sometimes the paper cutter doesn't cut exactly straight the way I want it to, so I'll just go in and cut off the white edges, or I'll just go in with the scissors completely, just because I can have more control with the scissors. All right, you need your labels. Again, I'm gonna put the link below, so you can just go straight to my page and download these labels, okay? And you can change the name. Someone special, you can put the actual name, just like I have it here. It says Ailani. And you also need the box, of course. So this is an 8x8x4 box. I'll put this link below as well. I purchased this from Amazon, and the prices vary, and the types of the boxes vary as well. I noticed that when I went back to purchase the white boxes, that it was a little different from what I purchased in the past, but it still works. So of course, obviously you have to put it together. Forgive me if you hear any sounds in the background. My children are putting away the groceries, and of course they're gonna be as loud as possible because they know that mom is filming. So they're gonna just throw all the groceries in the refrigerator. They'll leave the fridge open so you can hear the beeping noise, but I'm just gonna, continue to film, and hopefully it doesn't affect my video too much. So we're just gonna go ahead and start cutting. I may put some music over this just so that it doesn't get monotonous and boring with me cutting, but we'll see how it is when I go to edit. So first thing, I'm gonna cut this part first, and this is the lid label. Well, that made a pretty good cut. Sometimes there's some white showing or hanging that I have to go in with the scissors and cut, but that wasn't too bad. Okay, now look at this thing. It's showing off. It's showing off just for you guys. Okay, so there's a teensy bit of white. I'm just gonna leave it. It's not too bad, but it's a teensy bit of white that's left over, but not too bad. All right, so that one cut off really well too. So I'll link this also. I'll link this below. It was fairly inexpensive, and again, got it from my favorite place, Walmart. If you're just looking for another option as opposed to just using scissors, or if, you find using scissors difficult, sometimes it's difficult. I know as I get older, my bones and my muscles start to hurt. Like my husband, he has arthritis, so sometimes we need another option. Oh, I'm not doing as good with this. I'm gonna have to go in with my scissors to clean up some of the white parts. My family out there, they're just making all types of sounds. I'm sure it's on purpose. That's how they do. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the scissors and just clean up some of these white parts that are hanging off a little bit. may go in and just kind of slice this off. It's probably simpler if I do it that way. Just so it's a cleaner cut. Boom, look at that. Do the same for this side. All right, I'm gonna finish cutting this, and then when I come back, you're gonna have 4 of the labels and the lid. You know what, so I realized I didn't show you all the type of paper that I use. So it's Koala brand. I threw away the box, but I'm gonna link it for you all below as well. But it's just a sticker sheet, and it's pretty thin. I really like this paper. I was using another version of the Koala brand, but it was a bit thicker. But I really like this brand. Well, it's the same brand, but it's a little different. And it's a little cheaper as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and link that for you all below as well. All right, let's go ahead and start labeling. I like to start with the lid first. So again, super simple. You're just peeling and sticking at this point. So make sure that when you put it on, you have to, you know, get an idea of how it's gonna look when it closes. So you wanna make sure that love box is face down and not turned upside down. So just be cognizant of that. I usually just peel a little bit. I'll take this and I will peel the back end down just so that when I'm trying to adhere it, it doesn't stick on itself. Sorry, this sun is just like glaring. This sun, I don't know if this is gonna ruin the video. Anyway, so I go ahead and just start right on the edge or center it if it doesn't go to the edge, because sometimes when I print, I'll print at 98% scale as opposed to 100%. And I noticed with the other boxes that I purchased that, you know, that was a perfect scale. But for this one, I may have to go to 100%. Even though they're the same size box, it just seems like it's a little different. Anyway, so that's how that looks. You see, I just smoothed it down as I, you know, slowly peeled the sticker off. And now we're gonna go to the front. Again, make sure that you know what the box looks like when it's open. So this will be the front. And it doesn't matter, you know, which sticker you put on the front. I like to put this version on the front, but it's up to you which label you want to put on the front. But whatever you put on the front, make sure you put it on the back as well. Otherwise, it's gonna look crazy. So the same thing, just peel off a little bit, but this time I'm gonna peel it down on the side like that. And then go ahead and line it up as good as possible. Like I said in my previous video, we wanna make sure that we're in the A range. When I say A range, just a 90% or above. You may not be able to get to 100%, but make sure you got an A when you're doing these labels. Okay, you want to make sure that looks good for your clients, your customers, just for your friends, anybody. You know, this is your brand, and I think it's important to, you know, be a stickler for details and do a good job, because that's how you get repeat customers and clients. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on the back. This goes on seamlessly. Smooth it down as you're peeling. And then we're going to do the sides. So simple. You guys are probably like, why did you even do a tutorial for this? Believe it or not, people request tutorials for, you know, for items that me may find as being simple. Some people request tutorials for it. So I just want to make sure that I'm supportive and can give the people what they like and what they need. Because some things that are simple for you and I may not be simple for everybody else. And some things that you may find simple, I may find difficult, you know? You just never know. All right, voila, look at that. I'm about to show you how it's assembled. Okay, so funny story. I went to edit my video and I realized I forgot to press record on the actual assembly part. So here I am actually assembling the box, but you all wouldn't have even known if I didn't say anything, but I just wanted to let you know that I came back so I can assemble this box. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is kind of look at the seams and bend all the seams. I just think that's easier when trying to assemble the box. So just kind of fold everything into position. As you can see, it kind of already was in position because I had folded it. I literally recorded this, but I didn't press record. So I went through the motions, but didn't press record. All right, so it's pretty simple. What you're gonna do is put the large pieces in first, and then go in with the flaps, the bottom flaps. It's probably not what you call them, but that's what I'm gonna call them today. And just put them right in the little hole. Super, super simple. So I normally go in with some tape just as a bit of reinforcement, especially after I pack the box with plenty of goodies. I wanna make sure that it doesn't collapse on itself. And then I go in with some tape on the inside as well. So you wanna fold the inside flaps in. You already folded a lip, and just go ahead and tuck it in. And if you wanna get fancy, put a little ribbon on it or a bow, or put a piece of tape on it so it's a surprise, so it doesn't come open. Depending on how much stuff you put in here, sometimes it can puff up a bit. So there you have it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your support. Thanks. Let me know in the comment which name you prefer. Should we do Lev Box or Cupid Box, or should I just have this option where you can edit it yourself and turn it into whatever box you want to name it? But let me know if you have any questions in the comments. And again, this is part 1. So part 2, I'm going to show you what I put inside, maybe a little longer. I'm deciding whether or not I actually want to assemble the treats and then put them in, or already have the treats pre-assembled. We'll see how I feel. Have a great day.